What do Europeans have in everyday life that you consider a luxury in America? No gaps in bathroom stall doors. Edit, not the bottom gap. That's fine, they could be lower for sure, but I meant the ones between the door. 6 weeks of vacation at time of hire. No high fructose corn syrup in everything, like you don't even need to check the label for it. Bum guns. I want bidets to be widely accepted in the US. Maternity leave and healthcare come to mind. Edit, what I meant was affordable healthcare and maternity leave equally available to everyone. I know some people have healthcare and some companies offer paid maternity leave. But it's not the standard. I know someone who works 50 hours a week, makes just enough to support his small family child with special needs, and he can't afford to treat his hepatitis C because of the treatment, 12 weeks of pills costing more than he earns in 18 months. He can't afford to pay for health insurance. Before a whole start judging, he was born with it. Fresh baked bread for reasonable prices that you can get in walking distance of your home and aren't full of preservatives. Also, affordable healthcare. Good public transport outside of main cities. Germans in particular love to complain about Deutsche Bahn, and rightfully so, but compared to USA, it's just so much more versatile. I feel like a lot of people commenting have never been to Europe or don't realize that every country in Europe is different. Some have free healthcare, others don't. Some have free education, others don't. Some have terrible public transport systems while others are amazing. Not 150 humidity. Sincerely, Mississippi. I'm just going to assume really good cheese is a legitimate answer. Quality of work life. A better environment for labor. More union protections and rights. I dream of having Norway's broad trade union system in the States. Vastly better consumer protections. The EU has been really good for the world in that regard by forcing changes to products. Peace of mind that we won't receive a medical bill that might bankrupt us. Bathroom stalls that actually go to the floor. I don't need to know what shoes the guy taking a shit next to me has on. You might enjoy the documentary Where to Invade Next by Michael Moore. It's about how, just as Europe has looked to America, America should look to Europe. He covers these topics, summarized with ChatGPT. Education system in Finland. Workers' rights and work-life balance in Italy. Healthcare system in France. Drug policy in Portugal. Prison reform in Norway. Gender equality in Iceland. School meals in Slovenia. I would put environmental and consumer protection up there, e.g. EU banned ingredients in food and consumer goods. A wide range of parties you can vote for. Europe has like 40 counties in it. Gonna need to be more specific, my guy. Healthcare that's worth having. Paid parental leave and healthcare access that doesn't require you to be enslaved to corporate America. And they tend to accommodate bikers. Easy walking routes and biking routes. I bet I'm going to see a lot of healthcare. It may not be affordable, but it's probably the quickest healthcare there is. No tipping. Universal healthcare in most countries. A family member in Italy needed an MRI of the brain. If she waited a few weeks, it would be free. She didn't want to wait, so she paid out of pocket $120. That would be a few $1,000s in the US. Practically free higher education. They pay fees, not tuition. Minor costs. No school shootings. Unlimited sick days. Or just sick days. Because it's just not a concept. If you're sick, you are sick, and stay at home with full pay until you aren't anymore. Can't get fired for it too. Not having to hand over your credit card to a server who then disappears with it. In Europe, The machine comes to you and you just tap it with your card phone watch. Access to fresh baked bread and cheap only a short walk away. That was height of luxury for me when I was staying in Paris. I have to drive to do that in US. Can't speak for all of Europe, but workers' rights. WTF is getting fired on the day? Or quitting. For that matter? You get 3 months here. FKK clubs. Mandatory 4 weeks vacation. Month-long paid vacations from work. Solid walls in their house. Ability to not require a personal motorized vehicle for literally every single thing in one's life. Access to healthcare and time off work. Over a month in vacation time. No fear of bankruptcy if they get sick. Political campaign seasons that last for weeks, not almost continually. Prisons that actually try to rehabilitate criminals. Time off for both partners when a child is born. Bidets. Can't believe it's not more prominent. But the right to privacy. And recently digital privacy. GDPR was an excellent piece of legislation. Better work-life balance. Walking to get food. Not paying $1,200 in monthly health insurance premiums for a family of 3. This might seem a little weird, but I really like the windows when I was in Germany. Turn the handle up and it tilted back. Turn it to the side and it opened like a door. Turn it down and it was locked. I've never seen windows like that installed in the US. I've Googled and they're available but just not in common use, it seems, at least not in the parts of the US I've been to. Food that doesn't have a ton of artificial additives and non-food ingredients that makes you sick. I never realized that was what was causing my stomach problems until I went on vacation in Europe. And within a day had no problems at all. And it came back a day after I returned. They can make great food. Even packaged junk food. With just real food ingredients. Why can't we? Affordable healthcare. Decent quality chocolate available in almost any random corner shop. For the most part, European countries value their history and preserve buildings that would be torn down and replaced by modern architecture in the US. I put Italy at the top of the ladder in this respect. Free healthcare. Bakeries that sell actual bread baguettes less than 3 blocks away in any direction. My closest bakery is 6 blocks away and the idiots don't sell bread. Only sweet pastries. The ability to travel to other countries without a lot of money. From Paris, France to Warsaw, Poland is the same distance from one side of Texas to the other side of Texas. I don't think Europeans understand that when they sneer and tell Americans they should travel. Americans can travel up to nearly 3,000 miles and still be in the U.S. 2,906.2 San Francisco to NYC. That's not cheap. Travel is expensive. Museums and art everywhere. Local food, wine. Healthcare paid for. Guaranteed vacations. Healthcare, vacation time. I'd say healthcare for everyone and public transportation, specifically bullet trains. Free healthcare, face with monocle. Vacation time, decency to throw politicians out on their ass when they are fascists. Paid vacation time. I've already taken 5 weeks this year and I've got a week planned in October and November with a week saved for January. Having people in charge who actually care about protecting the environment. The ability to relax. The PTO. I get 10 days a year that mostly get eaten up by family commitments. Hell, I even work the 4th of July. A day where not a soul came in. Not even my boss, who said she would because there may be walk-ins, there weren't. Healthcare paid for by your taxes. A decent living standard.